Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Happy Tuesday to you here. We're taking a look here at Chainlink. I'm just gonna kind of see what's going on if we end up getting a bounce. How high are this is the price gonna go? I get that question a lot. How much lower could it go to? We did tactically take a short position with this coin a few days ago. What was it? We just took 40% for our second target in 5 days. So again, more of a swing trader, of course, is our swing trades here. And the concept is 5x leverage trades, unless you're trading Bitcoin, Ethereum. Of course, we took a 10x with Ethereum for 50% and 20% for Bitcoin. But generally speaking, I'm going to explain kind of why I felt that way. Mainly because Bitcoin was selling off and looking like it wanted to pull back. And this coin obviously was massively overextended. Still in good shape, by the way. I'm not saying that this guy is falling here by any stretch, but I do think that we could see some more downside. Okay, so we'll talk about that and much more. If you are new to the channel, I am not a financial advisor. I just love teaching people to trade. Hope you can learn something here today. And if you do want to become a better trader, cryptocash.tech is the site. Link down below. I would recommend you join us over here on Bitunix. Phenomenal exchange. No KYC, no VPN required. $5,500 in deposit and trading rewards. Phenomenal exchange. Thank you so much again for providing that to our community, Bitunix. Really appreciate you guys. And again, mainly just trying to help out our community, giving you as many options as we can. US and Canada kind of sucks for KYC. All right, so take a look here at Chainlink. Let's go with the daily first and just kind of recognize a few key factors, and we'll jump into that back-end data here in just a minute. So yesterday, pretty significant bearish day. We can see here, of course, we got the MACD diverging, not officially, but soon to, okay? And there's not a guarantee. Just because it does this does not mean it's just going to shoot straight down, okay? Oftentimes you'll see the price recover and bounce right off like it's a support level. Okay, so this is not an indication at all. That's not why I took the trade, but it is just something to kind of recognize, put in the back of your mind here that we are diverging here, so to speak, almost. And there's strong potential to have that cross and the momentum shift. Okay. Now, we could very well hold this level. We got this most recent high. We can see a couple days in a row where the price action essentially rejected before it broke through that resistance. We can see here on TD sequential, we came up to an overextended state. That's another reason why I took the trade, implying we have maybe 7 more days of continuation to the downside or sideways. Furthermore, if we take a quick look at the, what was it? It was it liquidity? No, that's on the smaller time frames. We got a fair value gap that has since been filled. Look at that guy, 1340 down to 1360. Price wicked perfectly down there. Okay, so extremely common for these things to happen. These little gaps get filled all the time. Take a look at the volume too. We can see there's not a lot of volume in this range. Okay, most amount of volume at about 11, 15, 11, 20. So it doesn't imply that the price is going to necessarily go straight there, but it does tell us that that's going to be a support if we get to that level. Initially, we have the 20-day simple moving average right there, hanging out at about $13. So that's our first initial support. But you can see here this initial trend line that we're seeing here. The long-term trend line is getting tested. Okay, our short-term trend line broke. That was the first sign that I was looking at for the consideration of the short. But there's a lot of little reasons why. It wasn't just like one little thing. Okay. A lot of folks ask me, hey, how do you find good entries? And there's a lot of different strategies, obviously, but to me, it's a combination of different factors that you see me analyzing the charts. Okay? It's the same stuff. I don't do anything different on the back end. When I'm sending my signals, I typically send a signal as soon as I analyze the chart like I see here and recognize it's due for a correction. We do have RSI and MACD getting pretty low. That does imply that we could very well see somewhat of a reversal. Could be something as simple as a little dead cat bounce, and the price comes down lower, but generally speaking, we are looking at some type of correction. We do look at, again, here, Elliott Wave. We have seen our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern already. It really just implies that we're going to see an ABC pattern. That's 2 lower lows and a lower high. Okay, so the price does something like this. It's not a guarantee, but it's a statistical likelihood it's going to occur. Okay? So if this is the bottom, our next highest point would be 0.382, 0.5, 0.618, roughly 1460, 1498, and 1536. Okay. That's essentially where we could see our resistance levels. A lot of times when you see the moving averages hanging out at those places, that's a common occurrence. We can also see we have a decent amount of volume right here too. What do you know? Volume can work as a support and also a resistance. Okay, this resistance level here is a strong likelihood. So if you're going to consider shorting, just below 1460, maybe 1450 would be a perfect entry. Again, that's if it even comes up that high. It may not do that. If we take a quick look at TD sequential, we can see we are overextended here. So further downside makes less sense. But once again, in hindsight, further upside made a lot less sense too, and it continued higher. So you got to recognize there's two sides to every coin, and this one is no exception. Again, big picture, I think Link's all good, but I do think at this point we're due for maybe a little bit further regression. You got to recognize though, if you take a look at the money flow index being so low and the RSI not hitting 30, we do have further downside potential, but also this might be a bouncing point too, because when money flows out this hard, it can typically reverse itself. Yeah, so there's a possibility there. Is it a probability? No, I don't think so. I think further downside makes more sense, but it would also be sensible to presume the price action goes up before it comes back down again. Once more, coming up to these levels here and rejecting out. Really, really normal to see that. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. We saw that happen right there. We could see it again here as well. All right. So I don't think this is over just yet. Ichimoku Cloud giving us confirmation to kind of sort of leave our short open. In other words, this is getting close to the price action, but we still technically got 12 to 24 hours of continuation. Or just basically you want to leave it open until it closes. In other words, this little area here, until the lagging span intersects, there's no reason to consider closing your short position. And we shouldn't either. We've hit 2 out of 5 targets. I think we're going to hit the other ones too. Maybe not all of them, because I know I have usually my 4th and 5th targets a little more aggressive, so we have less skin in the game, but it's just one of those things. Either way, fully bearish here. There's no reason to take a long into this coin right now. We have no confirmation that we've shifted gears from bearish to bullish. All right, folks. Hopefully that makes sense. Again, if you could help do us a favor, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, enable notifications, watch these videos whenever you can, and obviously comment below. Greatly appreciate you. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to working with you. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks again for your time. See ya.